What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to my Bad Blood reactions. My predictions obviously came out before Bad Blood, following Bad Blood. I'm just gonna go over the show, what I think about it. Starting off with Nia Jax versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. I thought it was okay. We'll be honest, I didn't pay full attention throughout the entire thing, but I did predict correctly that Nia Jax would retain her title. We saw Bayley went for that powerbomb again, and Nia sort of reversed it, not fully into a Hurricane Rana or anything like that. I don't know if that's what they were going for. It didn't look great, to be honest, but yeah, she did retain her title. And then we did see Tiffany Stratton come out at the end with the Money in the Bank, ready to pounce on her opportunity, but then Nia Jax did the Undertaker sit-up and she shat herself basically, which I thought was really good. I enjoyed that. I wouldn't say really good, it was okay. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes, because it's definitely the most interesting part of the women's championship storyline at the minute. You know, Money in the Banks are always interesting because they can literally pop up at any time. Obviously, on the men's side, Drew's is done, so we know that's not happening until next year. But yeah, that should be interesting. We'll see how that dynamic works. I'm assuming she'll cash in on Nia and win the title. She'll probably win the title. I don't know how it will go in the rematches that follow. You know, obviously she'll need to overpower her somehow. But yeah, on to the second women's match, the women's world title match, which was a bit of a calamity, really. Obviously they had Dom up in the shark cage. Bring him into shot. They had Dirty Dom in the shark cage, who then ended up falling out of it and dangling about. So Rhea smacked him with a kendo stick a few times and said something to the ref on the ref cam, which actually was quite cool. I like that ref cam. But then the interference at the end, Raquel came in, so she returned to no pop at all, really, which is unfortunate. Obviously, she's Liv's ex-tag team partner, and she's just returned to no reaction, and yeah, wasn't great. She came in too early, it seemed, because the ref had to basically turn a blind eye on it to not get it a DQ, and then it was a DQ, and then Raquel put Liv on top of Rhea for the pin, but then the bell had already rung, so like, was it supposed to be a DQ finish and she just forgot that and thought she wanted to give Liv the pin, or was it supposed to go down like that? The ref didn't see any of it and it wasn't a DQ. That's how it seemed to me, that Liv should have actually won the match via interference instead of lost it but retained her title due to DQ. But yeah, a bit of a calamity. There was quite a few issues throughout the night, just little niggly bits. Nothing, I mean, that was probably the worst thing that happened. It wasn't great, but yeah, there's Dom. He didn't help out Finn Balor in our next match, Balor versus Priest. We did see Carlito and JD McDonough interfere, but Finn Balor cannot even win a match with interference, which is sad, really. I really wanted Balor to win this. I think he definitely needs it more than Priest. Obviously, Priest wants to get back on the horse, but he's already a world champion, or he held the world title from WrestleMania to SummerSlam. That's a good period, about 4 months, and it's put a lot of faith in him. He stepped up, not as a transitional champion. He really made the title his own, and that's all well and good, but Balor's just not got anything. I don't know if it's because of his street trash recommendation, if that's why they're burying him, but like he lost to Edge in the Judgment Day feud, which he didn't need to. Edge didn't need that win. Balor needed it more. The Demon needed it more especially. And then, I mean, he could have been feuding with Damian instead, because Damian didn't do anything on that WrestleMania either. He went on to Backlash to face Bad Bunny, and that was like the biggest thing he did that year. But he could have feuded with Damian. I mean, Damian shouldn't have took a loss either, even if it was that way. But Balor should have beat Edge, undoubtedly. And then we go into the Seth Rollins feud after that, and he gets beat by Rollins twice. I think he should have won at Money in the Bank. He definitely should have won at SummerSlam. Rollins' reign, I thought, was too long. I mean, he had a good reign, but you've got to know when to switch the title. And I think Finn at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam was definitely the time, and it would have made it a hotter angle with the Money in the Bank briefcase. I know Priest's cash in was pretty great and obviously led and fueled the CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud, which we'll get to later, but Finn definitely should have won that. And then he came through Judgment Day, he turned on Priest, he's cost Priest the world title, which is the main thing he's done, because he has not got one over a Priest really at all. The Terror Twins haven't looked in any real danger. Judgment Day has fallen massively. You know, we were talking about like Judgment Day versus all these different teams in like Survivor Series War Games last year and the year before even, but obviously that's out of the picture now. That's not going to happen. There is 4 members, but you need 5, right? So they'd have an odd man out. It was Judgment Day last year, wasn't it? JD McDonough was definitely in it. I can't really remember that match very well, other than the Good Guys team and then Punk returning. But yeah, Balor definitely should have won that. So that's me 1 down on the predictions. I guess 2 down, because Liv didn't actually win that match. But I predicted a retain more than anything. But yeah, next part into a bit of a blip in the night. Triple H's big announcement turned out to be a Crown Jewel Championship, which is terrible, but you know, it makes them money, so I guess you can't blame them for that. So at Crown Jewel, we will have Gunther versus Cody Rhodes for the Crown Jewel Championship, and as of right now, we will have Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax for the Crown Jewel Women's Championship, which, now I think about it, is Tiffany Stratton's perfect time to cash in. I don't know if they'd switch her brands by making her cash in on Liv, or what. I really don't know. It'd be interesting. I guess, would she be cashing in for the Crown Jewel Championship there, though? I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, Gunther did come out. He talked some shit. He threatened Goldberg. He basically called him out, called him a one-trick pony. That was great, because Goldberg's a dick and he's shit at wrestling, so he deserved it. Obviously, Gunther is fighting tomorrow night on Raw against Sami Zayn for the world title. We saw Sami Zayn come out and attack Gunther, and he came out on top in that exchange. So if any other Triple H matches or storylines have taught us anything, that means that Gunther will be coming out on top tomorrow night, because Sami came out on top before. So yeah, that's that. Gunther will face Cody as of right now. I assume neither of them are going to drop the title in between pay-per-views. That's just not going to happen. I doubt Gunther will drop the title to Sami tomorrow night. But now we get into the bloodline. Roman versus Solo, and then obviously Cody and Jacob were there as well. Obviously we had bloodline interference. We saw Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa retain their tag team titles on SmackDown, which, you know, I don't love. I would have preferred Street Profits to win or DIY to win, you know. Really, either of them I wouldn't have minded, but I don't love the bloodline holding the titles, to be honest. So yeah, Solo's still got the titles in the bloodline. He still has the Ulafala, but Roman did pin him, which is another prediction I got wrong. I did predict Solo and Jacob to pin Roman, more specifically than just get the win. But yeah, Roman pinned Solo after the interference and all this that took place. We did see the return of Jimmy Uso. He got a great pop, a great something. Can't remember what it is. Reception, a great reception for Jimmy Uso, returning like he did at SummerSlam 2023 in the tribal warfare match, tribal combat match even. So that was really great. We saw them reuniting, which brings the question of Jey Uso reuniting and the original bloodline coming back, and then eventually, where is he? Paul Heyman coming back, even maybe Sami Zayn, obviously with we've heard the rumours, well, not rumours, sort of just hopeful thinking of the original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline Survivor Series War Games. So you got Roman, Jay, Jimmy, Sammy, and then potentially Cody versus Solo, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu, and probably The Rock. Not sure if he would work Survivor Series War Games, but yeah, The Rock obviously did come back at the end, another big return, as was sort of hinted at, spoiled on the Pat McAfee show. The big guy's coming back. So yeah, speaking of basically nothing titles like the Crown Jewel title, obviously we saw The Rock come out with his fake title, the Brahma Bull title that he stole off of Muhammad Ali's widow, famously at Hall of Fame, which was bizarre because he just wanted to hold a belt with Roman. But he came out with that. He did a countdown, and then he went on Instagram Live after and talked some shit. Said to a poster of Dusty Rhodes, "I love you, I hate your son." It would be great. The final boss at the beginning of the year was fantastic. Some great TV. The Rock's best run probably since his original run. You know, none of his comebacks have reached the same height that he did there. I had no real interest of seeing The Rock turn face anytime soon because he was fantastic as the final boss, as a heel, you know, just talking shit. So yeah, that will be interesting to see what he does. Obviously, with Cody out of the picture for now against Gunther at Crown Jewel instead of defending his title, that'll be 2 pay-per-views Cody hasn't defended his title at now. When's Saturday night main event? Is it in December? I feel like it's in December. I'm not sure though. But yeah, Cody's not defending his title. He'll be fighting Gunther, so that leaves Crown Jewel open for Roman Solo, I would assume, because Roman pinned Solo. I don't know if they'll have that and then, you know, more of it will culminate at Survivor Series. It will probably go through until WrestleMania. Obviously, we could see Roman versus The Rock. We could see Cody versus The Rock. We could see Roman versus Jacob. Cody versus Jacob, probably not. Cody versus Randy, potentially. You know, there's a lot of options there. WrestleMania could look very interesting. I don't think he's going to fight Kevin Owens, but we did finally see Kevin Owens turn on Cody Rhodes. Not actually on the show. I don't know where the clip's from, to be honest. I didn't see it live, I've just seen it back, because I did fall asleep during Priest versus Balor, I think, which is unfortunate. So I didn't see the Rock return live, but I don't care. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. Obviously, he won't be defending it at Crown Jewel, so maybe he'll defend it in the SmackDowns leading up to Crown Jewel. Not at Survivor Series War Games, probably. I mean, he might do. We don't know if he'll be in the War Games match, obviously, but if it is the Bloodline, I feel like he might be. I don't know who else would pop up. I mean, now that Kevin's heel, he could actually go on the new Bloodline side, potentially. I don't know. Kevin doesn't really like any of the Bloodline. He's probably been Bloodline's best rival and, like, most consistent and biggest rival of their entire reign, but both sides of the Bloodline. So I don't know if he would come down on either side. But yeah, that's everything for the Bloodline for now. I did like that match, but it shouldn't have main evented. I know The Rock returned. He returned and did nothing. The match that should have main evented was the Hell in a Cell. The best Hell in a Cell match we've had in years. I was thinking earlier, probably since WrestleMania 28, the end of an era, Triple H versus Undertaker for the streak. That is the Cell match that I thought is definitely the best since then, maybe even past that, because it was a fantastic match. It's getting like a 9.3 rating on what's it called? Cage match, right? Yeah, which makes it like the match of the year and WWE's like 22nd ever, which is fantastic. Obviously, Punk still got it. He was fantastic. Drew was fantastic. They both took some real heavy bumps. We saw that brainbuster through the table on the outside, steel steps straight to the head. Drew got conked with that toolbox and really cut himself open. Had 16 stitches that he needed for that. we saw near the end, claymored his back right onto the edge of the steel steps. That had to really hurt. His back will be in pieces now. We saw the bracelet call back, the beads that he threw around. Then Punk turned it around, stuffed them in his face. What else did we see? Yeah, the toolbox, all of that. Yeah, there was a lot of cool spots. Drew obviously, Drew low blowed him, and at that point I thought Drew was going to win, but Punk eventually turned it round, fueled up. He wrapped that chain around his knee and go to sleep Drew McIntyre. 1, 2, 3 to finish off the match of the year as of right now, without a shadow of a doubt, the match of the year. The best cage match, best cell match in who knows how long. One of the best of all time, definitely. I know there's not tons of Hell in a Cell matches, but it is definitely one of the best that we've ever seen, which is a good sign. You know, if it's the 22nd best WWE match ever, it's got to be one of the best Hell in a Cell matches, because is there even 20? I don't know. But yeah, he go to sleep him. There was some really great bumps. Drew dropped Punk right onto the steel steps as well, didn't he? But yeah, that the chain wrapped around the knee was really cool. Luckily, I've just got the barbed wire that comes with the Sandman, so I can sort of recreate it and have Drew dropped. Oh, get the coat off. Yeah, fantastic match. Easily the match of the night. Should have main evented, I think. It's just that bloodline sort of politicking, that pull that they have that got them that match. Obviously, I mean, it's The Rock. He's on the board of directors. It's not gonna balance great, is it? Because Punk's got a leg up. But yeah, you get the picture. Bang, chain, 16 stitches for Drew and a loss, and then we saw Punk collapse in the aisleway, which was pretty great. Good visual there, sorry. But yeah, that's it. The tripod's wonky. They've just fell over, as they did quite a few times in the actual match. Little elbow drop from Punk there to end the video. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed Bad Blood and Raw on Monday night if you're watching it with Gunther and Sammy. I think we're 4 weeks away from Crown Jewel, 2nd of November, obviously in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. So a nice and early one for us UK watchers. That's nice. So yeah, we're 4 weeks out from that. What Punk will be doing, I don't know. I would assume that's the end of them, because Punk is now 2-1 up in the trilogy. And yeah, I'm assuming Drew will maybe take a bit of a break now. I think he's been sort of nursing some injuries, just going sort of fight through it. He doesn't have a huge amount of stuff to do in the near future, I wouldn't say. Obviously, there's the murmurs of the Wade Barrett feud. Punk will go on to face Gunther probably at some point, I would assume, at Survivor Series, 1 year on from him coming to WWE. What will happen from there, I'm not sure. Whether Bronson Reed and Rollins, their feud ends, and then Rollins maybe costs Punk the match and they go on to fight at WrestleMania. I don't know, but I'm going to stop waffling because I've already said it's the end of the video. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the show down below, as well as any other videos you would like to see on the channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.